So that certain Aquaman starlet has to be panicking as their entire case, all of their evidence has been exposed. And you know what? It looks like they are in a lot of trouble. 71 pages. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you're doing excellently. Quick note, please back our project. It is live on Indiegogo. Link is in the description. We maintain no sponsors this way. Plus, you don't want to buy the garbage from companies like Warner. You want something new, an alternative. We're providing that. Thank you. Now, like I was saying, and really drink this in, there are 71 pages of exhibits listed by that certain Aquaman starlet for their defense. And when I say 71 pages, I'm talking about headers like this. The amount of evidence that's going to be presented in that 6 weeks, there's going to be a lot. Now, just by reading some of these exhibits, you can tell exactly what that certain Aquaman starlet strategy is going to be. I mean, listen to this. Review. Dark Shadows is another lazy, incoherent disappointment from Tim Burton. Here's another one. JD's Alice Through Looking Glass has terrible first reviews. Here's another. The Long Ranger review. It is as awful as everyone thought it would be. Now, that certain Aquaman starlet is going to lean heavily into this too. When I say heavily, I mean look at all of the articles that are listed here, simply trying to discredit him, trying to say that his career was already over. Why are they doing that? Well, if his career was already over, it stands to reason that certain Aquaman starlet couldn't have ended it, right? Now, it's around page 7 that I had to do a double take. Why? Because that certain Aquaman starlet and her team, they undo the narrative they're trying to put together, essentially taking credit for the damage to his career. See, it's right here at number 99 that you see the article by the Sun-Times. This is written by Dan Wooten. You can see the date on that as well. That was what led to the UK lawsuit. You had JD versus the Sun. You had that certain Aquaman starlet in contact with the Sun, feeding them information that wasn't supposed to be out there, information that wasn't true. And in the aftermath, well, you'll notice they're not bad reviews anymore. Nope, this is the man losing jobs. Article. Disney reportedly scraps plans for JD's Pirates of the Caribbean 6 return. They have made billions off of Pirates of the Caribbean. They would have gladly brought him back. There, he's gone. Here's another one. Behind Warner Brothers' decision to sever ties with JD, it cost them $10 million to sever ties with him. He spoke one line in a movie. That's another one. This is the worst, though, here. Fantastic Beast is just the start. JD's career is over, experts say. Yeah, they're trying to tell you they didn't cause it. It was all the problems. It was all the bad movies. And yet, the damage, it's right here in black and white. Now, around page 9, I noticed this theme developing. And this theme, well, it sent a chill down my spine. Why? Look at the dates on these. You have 2012, 2013. So you're talking about the very beginning of their relationship. When you get into 167A, 167B, you start getting into photographs back when. 170A, that has that certain Aquaman starlet taking a picture of their arm, saying in the context, JD, he did this to me. So as early as 2013, they were trying to put together a narrative. And then when I got down to 176, I don't know, something really stuck with me here. Why? Because you have that certain Aquaman starlet writing emails to themselves. It reminds me of the plot of Gone Girl. Now, another thing that really stuck out to me were items like 221, 221A, and 221B, items that, number one, they had been disputed, and number two, in my opinion at least, they had been refuted as well. These items were introduced to try to back up an incident. There was a plane ride allegation. She said that he did X, Y, and Z to me on that plane before he went into the bathroom and passed out. They introduced an audio file. You can see it there. Audio file, Boston plane, transcript of audio file. It's basically a bunch of weird noises. It sounds like someone in pain. JD said, "That's not me on the plane. That's me detoxing." And I believe that. Now, the reason that I brought that up is because you are going to have a lot, and I do mean a lot of items, like 30 pages or more out of the 71 that are going to be heavily contested and disputed. And when I say heavily contested or disputed, I'm not just talking about saying that's not how I remember it. I'm saying that you're going to have JD bring in experts. He has a lot of them too, to question the metadata that you see. See, these photographs, they're supposed to be taken sequentially. Well, his experts have been saying many of those pictures, they were edited. They were taken maybe months or years after the fact. You have other problems with them as well. That it would tank the entire narrative she has if even one of those items you had that upheld. Now, something else that really got my attention were all of the security videos that seemed to be made manifest suddenly after they couldn't be found for years. Couldn't find them in 2016. Couldn't find them before 2020 trial. Well, guess what? They're starting to pop up. That certain Aquaman starlet's going to try to refute those. But I'm imagining a lot of these, they are going to cause her problems, and big time. Now, along with pages and pages of medical records, that's right, you're going to see a lot of things associated with JD's medical. You also have career notes about him and that certain Aquaman starlet, and that's when some names, very interesting ones, come up that you know do not want to be involved in this. Now, how do I know that, by the way? Warner Brothers themselves, they said, we do not want our products mentioned here. We don't want Aquaman or Aquaman 2 mentioned. Well, look, right off the bat, RE Aquaman 2, here's another Aquaman 2, and they keep coming up as well. You also have people that are associated with Warner brands like Aquaman and Aquaman 2. The director, for example, James Wan, here he is with text exchanges. Jason Momoa, same way. You have his text brought up here, and then you have Zack Snyder brought up, because hey, why not? Now, a potential bombshell that could come up, and you see it listed here where they're going to try to deflect it, is the subject of charitable donations. One organization, they fought all the way up into the New York Supreme Court trying not to turn over records. Why? Because that certain Aquaman starlet had been bragging to the media for years about giving that money. UK 2020, they said paid, not pledged. This kind of stuff right here, it can end you because that narrative, it fell apart, and I think JD will wreck them for it. Let me know what you think, though, and back our project. It is live on Indiegogo right now. Crowdfunding, the link is in the description. This is how we avoid sponsors. We're beholden to nothing except the truth. And also, we can put out a product that doesn't rely on companies that hate us. We can put out something good, we can have fun, and we can do it together. Join us in that. And thank you for being here. Appreciate you.